measures of central tendency. In this section, we're going to try to find out, what is the typical value of data set, which is also called average or middle value of the data set. There are different ways to find this. So we are going to find mean, median, mode, and the mid-range. These numbers, they are going to measure central tendency of the data. How do you find the mean? To find the mean, first of all, add the data and divide by total number of data. Here in this formula here, as you can see, this notation, which is also called summation of x, that means sum of the data value. Sum of the data value. For example, let's say here, this is the data you have given. These are the data. I can open this data in StatCrunch, and the mean of this data is add all this data and divide by total number of data. How many data are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are two different ways you can do it. One is manual way, which is 69 plus 66 plus 68 plus 61 plus once again 66 plus 72. When you add all this data, that's the number you get, and divide it by total number of data, which is 6. So that's the mean of the data, 67. There is another way to find out the same thing using the StatCrunch. Go to the stat, go to the summary stat, select the column. Column means this is the column we are trying to find, and now go here and then select mean and then compute. It's going to compute the mean for you. Okay, so that's how you find the mean. Sometimes we might have data with the frequencies. To find the mean of that type of data, you just have to multiply the data with the frequency and divide by the total number of data, where n represents the total frequency. Okay, and this summation x times f represents the sum of all the product obtained by multiplying each data. Let's go here. Here is the data. X represents the data and f represents the frequency. I can open this in StatCrunch, and then I can find the mean. I can multiply these two, so I can use the data, I can use the compute expression. So how do I compute the expression? So first of all, there is a score, and then score, add column, times it by frequency, add column. So it means now this third column, whatever I'm trying to calculate, that's the product of these two columns. Okay, and compute. The third column, you see, this is the product of these two columns. Now I can find the mean of this, but I need to just divide. I need to find the sum of this and divide by the total frequency. So the total frequency, to do that, I can find the sum here. Okay, to find the sum frequency using this formula, you have to add all this product and divide by total frequency, which you can do it here in StatCrunch. So you need to find the sum of all these value in this column. So what you can do is you can go to the data, you can compute expression, you can build your expression, you can say, hey, I want to find the sum of this value, and then I want to divide that sum. Divide is here, this is the symbol for divide, by the sum of the frequency, which is total frequency, sum, parentheses, add frequency, and then here you go and do okay, compute. This is the value, which is the mean of frequency distribution 6.1. So you go here and then just put 6.1, round to the 3 decimal place, but it's just 1 decimal place, 6.1. Well done. Next topic is median. Median is the data item in the middle of each set of ranked or ordered data. To find the median, first of all, you need to arrange the data items in order, either ascending or descending, from smallest to largest. If the number of data item is odd, the median is the data item in the middle of the list. If the number of data item is even, the median is the mean of the two middle data. So for example, let's say these are the data you have: 3, 1, 7, 6, 2, 5. So first of all, you have to order the data starting from small: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then you count how many data sets are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, you have to take the mean of these two data, which is 3 plus 5 divided by 2, which is 4. So if you had odd number, then middle is the median. So if we go here and try to find the median for this one, so first of all, we can order this data, sort the table in ascending order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 65 is the middle one. So the median is 65. You can do it manually, or you can also, if you have the large set of the data, then you go here, use the stat, summary stat, column, choose the column, which is variable 1 in this case, and choose what you are looking for from this table here. On the left side, mean, or we are looking for median, right? What is the median? Median. Here is the median. Just select that and compute it. It's going to give you the same answer, 65. Okay, so that's the median. Mode means mode is this data value that occurs most often. So whatever data value repeats most, that is the mode. So here in this question, this is the data sets: 24, 21, 20, 19, 25, 22, 18, 20. So 20 is repeating twice. 20 is repeating twice, and nothing else is repeating. 21. So the mode is 20. You can also do this very same problem using the stat crunch. You open the data in stat crunch, go to the stat, summary stat, column, select the column, and then go here on the left side. You can choose whatever you are looking for. The mode is the one here, and then that is 20. Okay. Find the mid-range. Mid-range is another way of measuring the central tendency. The mid-range can be calculated by using this formula. Just find the sum of the lowest data value plus highest data value and divide it by 2. Here in this case, you can open the data in Star Crunch, and then you can sort the data if you want to do it manually. So it starts with the first one and the last one. So you can find the sum of 1.1 and the lowest one, which is 1.1, plus the highest one, which is 7.9. You add them and then you divide that by 2. That's the mid-range, which is 4.5 in this case, decimal or integer. You can also do the very same problem using stat crunch. Go to the stat, summary stat, columns, choose the column, and there is a mid-range here somewhere. Do you have the mid-range here? I see range. Range is there. Median, max, there is no mid-range here. So to use the stat crunch, there is no mid-range. So what we can do is we can find the minimum and maximum, both value if it's too large data set, and then after finding the minimum and maximum, we can add them and divide by 2. Okay. Finally, how can we use this measure of central tendency in application problem? One of the application problem is this bar graph represents the weights to the nearest 5 pounds of 38 randomly selected males. We need to find out the mean weight. So first of all, this is the frequency mean of the frequency distribution, because 105 is repeating once, 110 is repeating thrice, 115 is repeating again 3 times. So you can create a table and then you can do whatever we did before, or you can just do it manually here. So 105 repeating once, so 105 plus 110 repeating 3 times, so 3 times 110 plus 3 times, you always have to use the parentheses, otherwise calculator doesn't understand, 115 plus 4 times 120, 4 times 120 plus 7 times 125, 7 times 125 plus 9 times 130 plus, what is that, 135 5 times, 135 5 times plus 140 just 3 times, 143 times plus 145 one time, so 145 one time plus 152 times, 152 times. So that's the weight times its frequency. The total is 4845 divided by total number of frequency, which is 38, because there are 38 students. So the mean weight is 127.5. Nearest 1000 as is 127.5, 127.5. Okay, 127.5 is the mean weight. So that's how we can use this in application problem. So that's all for this section.